Welcome.
What?
I should probably pull up the stream to another session
Stupid.
of Dungeons and Dum-Dums,
Woo! Yeah!
where we,
Woohoo!
your favorite Dum-Dums, play Dungeons and Dragons.
Hello, I'm an otter.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh shit. I'll wait for the cue.
You don't have to wait for the cue. We can all talk right now. It's fine.
Oh, I'm an otter.
Yeah. So this is session 2 of our campaign that we're going to be playing here. As always with us, we've got the Crimson Bandit, Locke, who is the otter, Monkiness, and Rainamo, and myself, Swickety Swick, your fantastic and wonderful dungeon master, who will be here for the remainder of the thing. Sorry, there's people talking in my background in my house. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Okay, so here we go. Loading up things. All right. So, where we last left off in the campaign, you guys had just started your adventure from Neverwinter, coming down to Phandalin with the supplies for the Rockseeker brothers. Moving on, crossing to the last turn where you could turn off and going into Phandalin, you ran into an overturned wagon that was attacked and ransacked by goblins. Those goblins turned out to have ransacked the uh, ransacked the wagon of one Magic Rosloff.
I also
And,
heard they ransacked the VOD.
Yeah, and ransacked the
Oh
VOD.
yeah, we
too.
should probably explain that.
Yeah, goblins ransacked the VOD. So if you missed it, it was a one-time only thing. It's okay. We were getting our chops up anyway.
Yeah,
So,
we did 90% of our character backstories on that, and we're not going to do those ever again, so it doesn't matter.
Ever. Never.
You're gonna have to guess now.
Yep.
Exactly. You're just going to have to pick it up.
Perfect. It'll be little crumbs spread throughout the campaign.
Yummy.
Oh, I like crumbs.
Magic has asked you guys to escort him back to his home in Phandalin, and then after you guys drop off your supplies, you will be able to return to him for a reward. So
his name's Magic.
It's with a K, right? It's M-A-R-I.
Madrick.
M-A-D-R-I. Madrick.
Madrick.
Sounds like a rapper name.
Madrick.
Yeah.
Mad Rick.
Madrick.
Rick is mad.
Madrick.
name is Madrick.
There you go.
So
moving on. You guys are on the road. Madrick has taken up the reins of the wagon. You start to move forward, and as I'm going to reintroduce your characters, I'll ask you to describe them once again for our audience. So, moving forward, Madrick slowly takes up the reins. Sitting next to him in the front is our druid / other things in the future, Fintan, wearing a bright red coat. Well, it's kind of like a dull red coat and some white hair on top of his head. Crimson, if you'd like to describe Fintan again for me.
Sure. As mentioned by the DM, he wears a warm red cloak covering just some loose linen clothes that he wears underneath. Has had shock white hair since he was a child, and often in his company is his little pet Robin riding in the carriage currently, and his best friend Prim.
And moving on, Prim flying around sort of the cabin of the wagon. Blue and pink hair down to beyond her shoulders. Small for even for a creature of the material plane, because she's a fairy. She's able to fly around and has wings and is blue skin. Rainamo, if you'd like to describe Prim for me.
Heck yeah. Her name is Prim. She's a fairy. She is small. She's just about 8 inches to 9 inches, I think. Don't remember. She has blue skin and it sparkles in the moonlight. So basically at night, and then she's like a dull glow in the day. She has blue skin and blue hair, but then pink bangs that she dyed herself. So it's not. It's like a hack job, but she's fine. It's great. She's wearing plated armor or something. she's wearing a long chemise. I don't even know if that's how you say it. It's like a blouse gown all the way down to her ankles, and on top of that she has her armor, and she has a shield and a wand that is a clear glass wand almost, but it's not glass, it's just see-through, and it has a crystal of a moon at the top, and she has a moon crescent tattoo on her cheek and a tattoo on her lips in the center to match the moon, and that's her.
Outside of the wagon, we've got two characters. One being an otter, wears a Stetson, a vest and an eye patch almost. Let's see
That's
here.
me.
Locke, if you'd like to describe Smidge.
I wear a vest and an eye patch, and I'm an otter. And my name's Mitch. It's nice to meet you.
Perfect. With Smidge, yeah, without his brother Romp, a four-legged, two-armed otter, with a Stetson and wearing carries a giant halberd with him. Monkey, if you'd like to describe Romp for me, please.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take this shot of whiskey to get in character real fast.
Woohoo! D&D party!
I
Whoa!
think you need another one.
I'm eating ice cream to get into character.
Manly. Okay. Well, the name's Romp. And I come, well, I'm just another one of them otters. What a taste in my mouth.
That's
I
my
was
brother over there.
raised as an otter, because I am an otter, with my brother here, Romp. I mean, wait, what you, Smidge?
I'm Smitch, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
well,
You're just drunk. I understand.
well, it is, yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
Alrighty. So, with you is the old warlock, as you guys met Magic, and
What does he look like again?
Magic has currently has a black cloak and white hair. Very old, has a chicken foot tattoo underneath his right eye, and is driving the wagon for you. And he goes, "It's about a day or two to Phandalin. Thank you again so much for your help with those goblins. Please, if there's anything you need from me on the way, just let me know. I'd be happy to help out."
You're
And,
welcome. Why do you have a chicken under your eye?
I'll get into that a little later.
We said not to talk to him about that, remember?
Just really fucking curious, okay? Never seen that before.
So he moves you guys,
Oh, that's so cool.
and takes you across the bridge. Your wagon.
Wait, how
past-
strong is this guy?
God.
I mean, the horses are the ones that are you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah. You cross the ravine over the bridge, and make the turn towards Phandalin. And there you are,
There we go.
off the map.
Good
Excellent.
That
session,
take
guys.
2 days.
We'll see you guys next week.
So you guys do have about 2 days worth of travel to get to Phandalin. Is there anything that anybody would like to do during those 2 days of travel?
Well, every time the otter falls asleep, I'm going to stick his hat somewhere else, hoping that he won't be able to find it.
Perfect.
In that case, I'm not going to sleep at all. And I'm going to tear his eyes out of his skull.
You might have to take a couple points of exhaustion for that. So, moving
Yeah,
on.
we'll just avoid that.
So the adventure goes on. You guys pass through, and it's a beautiful countryside. the road to Phandalin. It's full of lush green forests. There's several, along the way. There's several points of respite where travelers stop and put up small shops and stuff. So there is some opportunity to do some shopping on the way if you'd like. Just let me know.
Indeed.
Can I have? Let's see here. Who is going to be mostly up front with um, Madrick in the front
Is
with the
I
horses?
Isn't it Finn?
actually?
And
I think it's
isn't
Chris.
he right in the side next to him?
Who?
Finton?
Finton,
Well,
yes.
I'll
Finton.
ride next to him a lot, but I also take advantage of him being another one that can drive, and I'll sit
Right.
my ass in the back and rest.
Since you'll be up doing kind of partial of the drive duty, would you mind rolling me a survival check?
Here you go.
Perfect.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, with that survival check, there is nothing really that's going to if there's any obstacles or anything in the way between you and Magic, you're able to kind of either avoid them or work your way so that way the horses and the wagon don't get trapped on them. You do come up to a place in the road where there is a downed tree. You are able to expertly find a way around it through the grass so that way you don't have to actually go through the tree or you do remove the tree at all. You find a spot that you can move around and go through that way. We're coming to the first night of rest. Um, would you guys like to press on for an extra hour past what would be normal travel time, risking a point of exhaustion, or would you like to um, continue and rest for the night? Like I said, you know this area pretty well. Just this route is pretty well traveled. Less traveled than the main road that you guys were on before, but still pretty well traveled. Not too many dangerous things. And there are several spots to be rested up for, so you don't really need to pay too much attention to that. But you are, if you would like, able to press on for an extra hour or so beyond.
Is
Well,
anyone
what do you
getting
think?
sleepy? Yeah.
I can go and I can stay. It's up to you.
I would like
What
to
about the
take a
human?
nap. I've been really tired, and it's been a long journey. And
Yeah, it has been quite a while.
And
Any
from the
thoughts?
back of the cart, you hear snoring.
It sounds like they're already asleep. Might as well stop here for the night as well.
All right.
okay,
I'll take the wagon off to the side here.
I wouldn't mind getting some rest either.
Okay. That sounds like we're going to take a rest.
Yep.
Magic will pull the wagon off to the side in a nice little meadow. There's a stream walking on nearby that's kind of babbling as it goes by. Magic goes up and says to you, I'd be more than willing to take the first watch tonight, but I can only do about 2 hours or so. um, Anybody else want to volunteer to stay up with me for the remaining 2?
I
And
don't
then-
trust no chicken man,
I would.
so I'll
Me either.
stay up.
I'll stay up as well.
I'll
All
go
right.
to sleep.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Just park over here. They set up camp, okay? And he starts to. You see Magic. In his old age, he pulls out a small wand, and he kind of like flicks it, expecting something to happen, and nothing really happens. There is no magic that comes. He kind of looks at it strangely for a second. He flicks it again. Again, nothing really happens there. Who's casting detect magic?
That was an accident click. I was trying to open the information to read it privately.
Got it. No worries.
Romp smirkingly says, "Violent blanks, eh?"
Seems that some things have happened. Yes. Anyway, I guess we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way, huh? And he pulls out a bedroll and lays it out and starts to, in his hunched state, he has a cane with him, and he starts to put up a small area to put a fire down and whatnot. So cool.
Marla.
I was as Prim. I'm just gonna. So is Fenton sleeping?
Yeah, I already fell asleep in the back of the wagon. I told you when I asked
Okay,
him if he could drive, that was because Fenton was going to go take a nap.
Okay, well then Prim is gonna go curl up in his jacket pocket and just fall asleep on
Aw,
there.
how nice.
I sleep on Romp's back.
Always.
So if something in the
Always.
middle of the night happens, he just starts booking it, and you wake
Fuck
up.
yeah.
That'd be funny.
So you guys end up like I said, so Finton and Prim in the wagon, nice and cozy. There is a bed in the wagon as well, so that's like I said, that we could be switching off and taking naps and whatnot. It's a pretty big wagon. It's got a whole bunch of goods and wares in it, and it's very well insulated from the
Is it our
outside.
wagon or is it the traders?
It is the trader's wagon. You
Okay.
guys are just escorting it to the destination. You guys are the delivery drivers. You don't own the. It's like in real life. You don't own the truck. You just drive it. So
Were you hauling?
yep, pretty much. So as you guys are driving down to settling down for the night, um, as promised, Magic does take the first 2 hours of watch with Smidge and Romp. But you'll notice that he's not really awake. In his old age, he's definitely starting to doze off rather quickly before he's able to go up. So what I need is for either Romp or Smidge or both of you to make a quick perception check, if you would.
Let's both do it. You see anything around here, Romp?
Sorry, technical difficulties.
That's okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Um, with those rolls, you guys, first of all, the first thing you notice is a loud whistly snore from the bedroll beside
Oh,
the
boy.
wagon, and it is Madrick definitely has passed out well before the 2 hours have gone by that he said he would be up for. So he was up for maybe about 45 minutes, and you guys notice that he is conked out, like just out of it. um the other thing that you guys notice as the rest of your 4 hour watch goes by, not much, pretty silent, nothing too bad goes on, but you do hear some rustling around the third and a half hour or so of in the bushes behind you, behind the wagon. Like I said, around you is a babbling brook surrounded by a couple of bushes and trees. To the right of you guys would be the where the road is.
Sorry, one of us is having technical difficulties.
One of us.
okay,
Yeah,
we're good
Monkey.
now. My
Okay.
headset keeps turning off for some reason.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Uh,
So as I said, in the bushes behind the wagon, there is some rustling,
Hmm.
in there.
Romp, you want me to go check that out?
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Especially
try.
if it's one of those chicken friends.
Exactly. I'll try and be stealthy about it when I walk over there and take a look.
Okay. With that stealth check, you think you're pretty quiet moving over there. You do hit a twig right as you get up, but it's nothing out of the ordinary from the forest noises. Twigs break all the time. And again, this is a pretty well traveled road, so every once in a while a buggy and a wagon does go by you guys in the middle of the night. It's well lit and lanterned and whatnot. Um, so as you guys as you go back to the bush to take a look there, um, you start to hear a little bit more rustling as you get close to it. Um, we could say you guys are like right here or something like that.
Wait. Oh, we're right there? Okay.
I mean, just for a scene, so that way there's something to look at on screen.
Okay.
Um, so in the bushes behind the in the wagon there, like I said, you move up pretty quietly. Um, would you like to make an investigation check to see if you see anything right there? Again,
Either
it is pretty
would.
dark. You guys have extinguished the lights behind the lantern, obviously, but there is a campfire going. So a little bit.
Yeah.
You kind of scroll through the bushes. You spend about 2 minutes or so looking, and you hear rustling, like kind of darting back and forth where you are and whatnot. But eventually you do catch a sight of it, and you see a family of rabbits just kind of hopping around in the bushes there.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try and capture one of the rabbits and eat it.
Okay, go for it.
Shit.
How should I
I'd
do
like you
that?
to make a dex. How do I want to do this? Make a straight dexterity check for me to see if you can capture one of the rabbits. And it's going to
Got
be
it.
against the rabbits. Roll. Wow.
Not quite a nimble.
I
otter.
rolled. I rolled. I rolled a 6. So
No, so lucky.
yeah, that rabbit. You could go for it. You lunge for it, and you like go for the grab on the rabbit on his hind legs, and he kind of just slips right out of your hands. There, is able to just kind of like he does that rabbit hiss and he goes, "Eh!" and just kind of goes off.
Everyone
doing his
hears
own
an
thing.
audible.
And then
Hearing son of a bitch, Romp would start to head over as well, see if
Yeah.
he's okay.
the rabbit has fucked off with his family. By the way, they've gone deeper into behind where the bushes are, just into the forest wherever that may be. So I'm gonna pretend that behind everything here is freehand, and we're gonna make it green. This is all forest. Whee!
Oh
Alrighty.
damn,
Yeah, see that?
it's gorgeous.
Whoa.
Whoa, vines are growing.
Yeah, forest.
Damn.
Ooh.
So Romp, you go over to see what's the matter with Smidge.
Yeah. Smidge, you
What?
all right there?
Yeah, I'm alright. I just missed my dinner.
Oh man, what was it this time?
It was a damn family of rabbits again.
Oh, family.
Whole
Oh,
family, real big ones. Bigger than the ones in the islands, too. First one I've seen here.
well, there would have been some pretty
It would have
good eating, huh?
been real good eating, I'll tell you that. It would have been real
Maybe
good.
you need some more elbow grease on.
Alright, you want to go give it a shot? They're right off in that direction.
Oh no, let's go get you some elbow grease on ya.
Yeah, we'll get the elbow grease, and then you'll get the elbow grease, and we'll put it on our elbows, and then we'll both go out and look for some more, yeah?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Let me hop on your back. Right.
So yeah, that means we're totally gonna ditch our guard duty and go after some rabbits.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It
Wow,
is coming
thanks.
to- you guys would know that it's coming to just about the end of your 4-hour watch too, so you're welcome to do
Okay,
with
are
that
you
information
tired?
what you will.
Perhaps.
Sorry, we're gonna chase some rabbits.
Yeah, we're gonna chase some rabbits, but perhaps, Rob, should we wake one of them up, perhaps, so they could watch their wagon while we go off?
Quick, brother, no time to think. Let's just go.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Let's
Perfect.
just go. Follow the wind.
I love it.
Follow the wind.
Excellent. I want you guys to go ahead and make one of you or both of you to make a survival check.
I'm gonna make a survival check, Romp. You want to make a survival check as well? Wait,
Okay.
is that mine? Oh, that's mine.
Perfect. You guys do go into the forest quite a ways. Probably a good 500 feet. It is very dark. Do either of you guys have any tracking experience? I don't think you did from your character sheets.
Do they have dark
but
vision?
maybe a little bit.
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
Nothing that's actually affecting it.
Okay.
But like, if we're talking RP wise, we are kind of known as fishermen. And like the way we fish was more like a tracking hunting sort of style back on the island.
Right, because you're otters.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I would say from that experience that you can just barely pick up smidge with your otter physiology. You're able to pick up a scent of what you recognize to be as rabbit poop. So
Oh
you're
man,
able to-
I found some rabbit shit. Look at that.
Should try eating it.
No, we're not gonna eat that, but we're gonna follow that to find something to eat.
What if it's one of those things where when you eat it, you can see their lives and know where they've been and
Well,
know where
Romp,
they're going.
I welcome you to eat it. If you want to eat I'm not going to stop you from me. I'm always going to support you no matter what you want to do. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to eat that rabbit shit. I'm going to go find a rabbit and eat that.
Romp leans over and picks up a single pellet and kind of just stares at it with like intrigue, unsure
Okay.
what he'll do next. Then he eats it.
We need you to make a Constitution check.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it tasted
Saving throw or just
Constitution saving throw. Why not?
well shit.
Yeah, it's rabbit shit, and it tastes like rabbit shit. And unless you, like I said, it's disgusting and slimy, and as it goes down your throat, you definitely get the bubbling of the stomach and vomit
I'm
all over the
vomiting in real
place.
life right now. Thinking about it.
So,
Jesus.
What did we learn, Romp?
Rabbit shit's probably not the type of shit to eat.
Yeah. That's part of the lesson. You'll learn the rest eventually.
all right. With the rest of your survival check, unfortunately, the rabbits did get away, and you are not able to pick up the trail beyond the poop. Unfortunately, they must have you scared the poop out of them, and then they darted off again.
That could be on his shirt. The trail beyond the poop.
Being in the forest, again, it is super dark. You can still see the light of the campfire if you guys would like to make your way back that way. Otherwise, you could, if you wanted to keep on the trail, you could, but there's probably not a chance of you finding them.
Well, Romp, should we just head back?
Well, I suppose if we really can't do much here now, we better start heading back.
Yeah, might as well.
Weren't we supposed to be doing something back there too?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, whatever.
When you ate that shit, I forgot about everything else.
Yeah, let's just go to sleep.
Yeah, we're going to sleep.
It would be about coming back probably 30 minutes after you're due past your guard change here. So I don't know how you guys want to play that out, but you do have to make me a Constitution check. It's a pretty low DC, but because you are past your time for rest, I'll need you guys to make a DC check for me, if you will. A Constitution DC check.
Just a regular, not the saving, right?
It is a saving throw, yes.
Oh, saving throw, okay.
Yep.
Oh, was that a saving? No, that wasn't a saving throw.
You saved. You guys both saved. Like I said, if it had been out for like more than an hour or so, I would have made it a little bit harder. But
nice.
Yeah, it is. You guys are both able to make it back, and without any risking exhaustion at all or anything along those lines. Now, I assume, what do you guys do when you get back to camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just go to sleep?
Oh. I heard you said do you guys want to get back to camp? I'm like,
yeah.
That's yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
so back to camp, you guys are able to come back, and everything's still intact. Nothing seems to be jostled or anything along those lines, just as you left it.
Cool.
You know, Romp, I'm pretty hungry. Should we just eat the old man?
I don't know. He may taste like chicken, but
it's hard to say.
We just best be going to sleep for the night.
Yeah, I don't know what human tastes like. It could taste like that rabbit shit back there.
Yeah.
Well,
are we supposed to like wake someone up or something?
I think it'd probably be a good idea. I mean, we could do that.
Well, I don't want to wake them if they're still asleep, you know.
That's true. Maybe we should just sleep.
Kind of rude. Pops and Mams always said, can't wake someone when they're sleeping.
You know, Romp, you're right. We should just go to sleep.
Yeah, let's just go to sleep.
Because I want to wake up eventually.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Good night, Romp.
We're so
Prim and
why are we with these people?
Prim and
like, I think we should have our own sequel, like off.
I would like you guys to make. I don't even know what I want.
I mean, I was asleep earlier in the day.
Yeah, you would have woken up.
Could have.
Take an over nap.
Let's see here. I want you guys to make I guess survival would be the best thing. Maybe perception. Make a perception check for me.
Who?
Okay.
Both of you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Prim, you are passed out.
Those
Finton,
goblins, man.
fortunately, you are able to hear the pair of otters come back into camp, and you are able to wake up. You've pretty well rested throughout the day, and were taking a nap earlier, so you were kind of expecting to be woken up, or your body was naturally able to rise when they heard the noises of the two otters coming back into camp and going back to sleep. So you're welcome to wake up and continue the watch if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll climb up into the front seat and continue to watch, making sure to be careful not to jostle Prim out of her rest as she was sleeping in my pocket.
Perfect. As you're sitting there, you're more than welcome to make another perception check. I'm gonna let you roll another one. Beautiful.
Nice.
With that 21, you again pretty quiet watch. Nothing going on too much. A couple wagons roll by. You wave at them, they wave at you. Lights are on the wagons and whatnot. They're just trading wagons that are, they decided to have either go run in shifts or go throughout the night. As your watch is about halfway through, so about 2 hours into your watch, you hear thunderous hoofs coming down the path there. One horse, you can tell for sure is one horse coming down the path, just brum 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 brum,
Okay.
coming down the path there. And it's up to you what you'd like to do.
Obviously, we're all pulled out of the way where no one can get hurt, right?
Correct. Yes. That the representation is just for the bushes on where you guys were and whatnot.
Yeah. No, just confirming.
Yep.
Let me check. Can I have anything? No, I don't have anything right now other than I would clear my scabbard just to check that it was easy to draw my falcata, and stir Prim awake if she hadn't woken up by this point.
Sure thing.
And tell her to be quiet, and I will try to watch who goes rolling by. I assume there's no reason to put out the fire at this point since we're pretty close to the road. They would have already seen it.
Right.
But I will try to watch and mark whoever goes running by if they don't stop.
Sure thing. As the hoof steps do get closer, you do anticipate that they've seen you because the hoof steps start to kind of come to a slow. So brr, 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 da, 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 da. And you can see in the light of the fire now, a white horse coming through, and a single rider. Looks to be one of the guards that you would recognize from Neverwinter. It does tend to slow down and comes to a halt in front of your camp and says, "Hail, citizens!"
What's a pretty pony?
I climb down from the wagon into the light as she says that and raise my hand.
Aye, you guys haven't happened to seen a roving band of goblins or anything along come this way, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, there were a few that gave us a little trouble, but nothing we couldn't handle. A couple hours back down the road towards the canyon.
Aye, we've heard some reports of goblins. I appreciate that. Yeah, there was an overturned wagon back there. I assume you've taken care of them, or
Well, the ones that were still around, we got rid of them so we could keep rolling, but we didn't find anyone or anything at the wagon. I assumed that they ran off with them.
all right, fair enough. Keep on moving then. Like I said, we didn't know the wagon or anything like that. We were just, we had heard reports of goblins in the area, and we're just trying to make patrols and whatnot, making sure
Of course,
everybody's
sir.
good. So.
Oh, why was there goblins in the area? I've never seen that before.
I know it's they usually stick to the back roads, but one of these bands was just very must have been desperate or something. We've heard quite a couple of reports of overturned wagons and attacks on the road here, so it's not nearly as common as it used to. It's not a common sight around these parts, but it happens on occasion. But they've been picking up, if you know what I mean.
How many goblins have you killed before?
Oh, I've slaughtered many in my day. uh,
Really?
yes, they usually attack in groups of 4 or 5. I take them out. Occasionally, they give me a little trouble, but well,
All by
most recently,
yourself?
yes, they've recently though. I'll tell you this: they've been setting up traps on the road, overturned logs, and things along those lines, just to kind of trip up travelers and stop merchant caravans and whatnot in their tracks, and so they can scout them out and see if they're worth attacking or not. Do be aware
Well,
of that.
we'll keep an eye out and send word if we find anything.
Absolutely. Appreciate you,
You don't
travelers.
happen to have any spare food or water, sir? I've got I'll gesture to the old man sleeping. An old timer here that, he's probably not much for this world, but it'd be nice if we could give him some extra food.
I have not much food. Again, I'm stationed out of I ride through the night, right? And I station through the guard outposts. And you guys would know that there are outposts for the guards throughout this road here. Just little, stations and whatnot that get supplied by the supply chains. I don't really have excess, but I can spare an extra water skin. I'm on my way to the next post anyway, and they'll have an extra one for me there. And with that, he tosses you a water skin.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And may I have your name so that I can spread your generosity?
Yeah. My name is Garrick Johnson.
And by the grace of Garrick Johnson,
Yep.
we drink again.
He's a human. He now gets to being able to take a little bit better, closer look at him. He's definitely a human male, light skinned, has green eyes. You can't see the color of his hair. He is wearing a full helmet over his head, and his armor is full plate mail. He carries a long sword at his side, and the stallion also is while you can see the color of it, does have armor around its neck and chest. So,
Mhm.
and he goes on. Well, with that, I'll be on my way. Thank you very much, citizens, and bid you fair travels. And he
Give him
starts
a little
to,
bit of a flared rolling hand wave off with a dip of my head.
fair enough. And with that, he bows his and rides off into the across the paths and into the darkness. So, with that, the rest of your watch kind of goes
I have something I was going to do with the water.
Oh, sure thing.
I'm going to take one of our wooden bowls and heat it up, the water in it.
Okay.
And I would like to gingerly lay Smidge's paw in it as he sleeps atop Romp.
Perfect. I love that.
And then
Go ahead.
can I do something?
Sure thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna fly over to Romp, and
Mm.
while he's sleeping, and I'm gonna cast Druid. Well, I'm gonna grab a little pile of seeds from my belt because I have a bunch of like magic little things for
Mm-hmm.
magic and stuff, and I'm gonna circle it around his hat and like with a rope, and then I'm gonna cast Druidcraft to blossom a little flower crown of flowers.
Fair enough. He does have a crown of flowers around his head.
Yes.
Smidge.
Yeah.
Roll a Constitution save for me, will you?
I'm gonna piss all over. I'm already know it. Yep.
Yes, you do wake up in a puddle of your own piss.
Well, it was pretty normal, to be honest.
Wait.
Yeah.
But he rolled a 21.
Yeah. He
Oh.
wakes
He
up and
woke up
follows Olympus.
versus just sleeping in it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Well, shit. I guess I'll go wash off.
Oh, did
Yes, you
did
should.
you just pee?
Yeah, I peed all myself. Happens sometimes.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
toss him the extra water skin and say, here, whatever's left in that water skin that I didn't use to do the trick.
Fair enough.
Okay, he'll say with that, I'll be like, oh, thank you very much. He goes behind a tree and washes off, presumably, walks back around from the tree and says, thank you, Fenton, as he throws the water full of piss that he just pissed in onto Fenton.
Like you pour it onto them, or just the water skin?
He poured out
You
the
don't? Do you
water
know that
all
that he
over
did
himself.
that or no? You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, make a
probably have an
perception.
idea. I would say that.
I mean, you definitely woke up with your
No.
hand in a
Well, don't
in
you
a bowl
remove
of
it
water.
afterwards?
But
You
Smidge
would have
would
when he
know.
woke up, yeah.
Smidge would know
Oh, okay.
because they've been fucking with each other a lot.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. You know, sometimes I pee as well.
I guess I'll take a
Smidge, do you
strength check.
wear pants by chance?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
We
Good
had
to
this debate when picking his character.
I know we did.
Romp does not.
Romp does not.
Lets it all hang out.
There is his pants.
Mm-hmm.
The other question I have for Romp, do you sleep standing up or do you sleep sitting down?
I sleep like an otter.
You sleep like an otter.
So you
like,
curl up?
curled up.
Yeah, I curl up
That's so
in
weird.
a weird way. I guess
Perfect.
you could say it's more like, you know how when you see a dog, like there's sort of classic dog wrapped into itself sort of appearance. It's like as close as you could get to an otter, and I think it would look more like that.
Got it. Nice. With that, if there's anything else you guys would like to do,
No,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
save that
throwing a
later.
water skin full of piss.
oh
at,
right,
Fenton
throwing the
at
water
camp.
skin full of piss.
Did you pour it
Say-
on him or just throw it at him?
He said he
I'm
filled it
just
up and he's
tempting with
tossing the
that.
skin back. It's the extra skin, so I'm just gonna let it hit behind me, knowing that I gave it to him for him. So I'll let it hit behind me and say, "I've got my own. That's for you."
I was aiming at you though.
I was
I
gonna
was aiming
say
at your face.
make an
I
attack
can-
roll.
Dodge, yeah.
Just like a roll of d20 and plus
Oh
your dex
man,
modifier.
here we go.
This is gonna be awesome.
The whole fight, all day,
Are we gonna
D20
be level
plus
2
what?
because of this?
entire stream.
With that, I don't think your dex is high enough to hit his armor class, right?
No,
It just lands a couple feet from my.
even if he
Yeah.
had a 5, it would be.
Yeah. So you do throw it at him, and it does, spill out on the ground again, but it does not hit Finton. But your message is received, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I knew what he would. Yeah, I knew what he was getting at, but I just got you a water skin. If you want to waste it, that's your problem.
It was
I
given to
don't
us
waste
by
it, I wash
Gerald.
myself off of it.
You gotta respect Gerald.
Where's Gerald?
He was a very nice man.
Oh,
Anywho, wake up your brother and let's get moving.
all right. Hey, Rob, time to wake up, bro.
And I'll get Madrick up.
Romp is still
Oh.
sound asleep.
Yeah. I
Um,
guess it is time to get up, isn't it?
All right, your turn to ride.
Yep. It is probably about not sun's not quite up yet, but you could definitely get moving. Everybody's had their 4 to 6 hours of sleep.
Are we
and you don't
rested
really need
now?
much from that. You guys are well
Gotta
rested.
wake up,
yeah.
Romp.
Yay.
Hello, Romp.
The journey itself is
Romp.
not that tenuous. So you guys would be able to take naps and stuff throughout the journey as well. So, like I said, no problems there. You guys will be able to hit Phandalin today by the end of the day. So we will not
Yay.
need to do another day of camping. So as you guys rise early in the morning, again, magic takes the front. Do you guys turn on the lamps on the outside of the wagon or no?
If there's lamps, yeah, I'll light them.
Okay, lamps on the outside of the wagon. And you guys begin your journey again onto the road. Somebody want to roll me? Let's have Romp, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
It's time to perceive.
Romp, with your 20, you do kind of as you're traveling along through the wilderness in the morning, you come to a spot where you see a beam of light kind of shining through the trees. And it's a little too early for that beam of light to be shining through from your experience, just traveling in general. Um, are just the right height to see that beam of light kind of masking through the trees in this early hour of the day.
Rump will just think to himself, "Well, what a pretty beam of light," and then think nothing else of it.
Perfect. Moving on. Um, let's see here. So yeah, you guys are continuing on your travels, and you guys are more than able to get to right about the time that day breaks. You can see in the distance the smoke from the village of Fandolin, and you guys are able to continue on your journey. Um, with that perception check, like I said, you don't see anything else that really is going to be dangerous or anything along those lines. Your survival check from the previous day continues on till today, right throughout the journey. I don't like rolling too many dice. Um, is there anything that you guys would like to do before you reach Fandolin?
I would like to get to know the magic more.
Magic, perfect.
Magic. Yeah.
He's up front. He's driving the horses and whatnot with Finton.
Okay. I heard Romp try to say something. What was that before we probably go
And what
into
was the other
roleplay?
thing that trying to say? Yes.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Magic, right?
Yes, that's me, and you are Trim,
I'm
if I remember.
yeah, that's me. Do you where is your cottage exactly? You said something about a party.
We'll be hitting my cottage shortly. Yes, after you guys deal with whatever you're dealing with, come back at night and I have a celebration for our meeting and a favor to ask, perhaps.
Okay, why night? Do you have a family?
No, I do not.
You do not. So you live all alone?
Oh, I'm not alone.
You're not
I
alone.
have friends that live with me, some that you might even know.
Are they other fairies?
No, they're not fairies. They're pixies and
Oh.
sprites, other things from the realm of the Fae.
So have you ever been to the Fae?
I have.
What's it like?
Oh, it's not like the material plane. It's funny. I've been there often, but I forget the details. I know the colors. It's blues and purples and pinks.
Like
But
me?
kind of, yes. But there's the details of the surroundings I forget now. I don't know why. I used to remember it so clearly.
That's awesome. Hey, Finn.
Hi.
Did you know that he has pixies and sprite friends at his house?
I heard. And they visit you often?
They more live with me now. They don't visit. There's not really anywhere else on this plane for them to be, unfortunately. Without getting attacked that way.
Prev is gonna kind of go up to now, fly over to Finn's shoulder and kind of just whisper in his ear, being like,
This guy is kind of sus.
He's been telling the truth so far.
Are you sure? Can I do an insight check?
Go for it.
Okay. Jeez.
And as far as you know, like I said, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, you're pretty convinced of that. Between
One of these fairies the leader? Or do they all listen to you?
they listen to me. They kind of help me out.
But they don't travel with you.
No, nope, too dangerous for them. You know, they're very weak. There's pixies and sprites. It's not like it's not like they're the ones you'd find in a dungeon or something, right? So, yeah, but we'll be hitting it shortly here, actually, just before we hit town. You'll see my cottage, and I can depart from you then. I appreciate it. And if you come back again later, I'd more than happy to help you out with that. Well, give you a little something for your troubles.
Aye. Once we drop off this load, we'll come by.
Aye, I appreciate it. Any other things you have for me, little one? Any other questions?
Oh, no. Maybe later, though.
Okay. What about you, Finn? Anything else?
If we're gonna get together tonight, then I think I can wait for now.
Fair enough.
Although I would like to know what that mark is.
Why don't I tell you about it later? It's a long story. And it might be part of the thing that I ask you guys for the favor.
Oh. Hey, Romp. Smidge. He's gonna tell us about his tattoo later tonight. And there might be a favor involved.
We already know what it is.
Oh, okay, we're listening.
He's a sign of a chicken man.
He's a chicken man. I mean, I talked to him, but I don't think he's really a chicken.
I'd like to try to get the name of his patron deity saint that I'd like to persuade that out of him with my next line of questioning before I drop it. So
Sure thing. You want to make a persuasion check first?
yeah.
Okay.
Ah, man.
Go ahead and ask your question anyway.
Yeah. At least just the name. Never hurts to know who you're getting into bed with.
I know. Have you heard of Zablina?
I'm gonna have to ask you to spell that and then let you tell me if I need a history check or if I have or if I haven't. I'm gonna assume if they're not related to my background, I have no clue.
Yeah, not related to your background, really. You can make a history check, but...
No, I'm fine. I just would like to have the spelling, please.
It is...
And you can text it to me and I can get it later.
Sure thing. We'll do it that way. I'll put it in the notes.
Yeah.
We're not worried about that.
But anyway.
Or I spelled that wrong. Shoot.
That's, yeah.
All right. So moving on, Magic, starts to carry the wagon. About another 2 hours or so, you guys do make it to the outskirts of town. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we part ways with Madrick?
I would like to travel to the town.
Yeah, at this point, I'm ready to go
Me too.
to go on to
Perfect.
town.
Perfect. You guys arrive as you guys get closer to Phandalin. Outside of the town, you guys just get a glimpse of the outside of the outskirts of his cottage. It is a little bit ways in from the town, but you start to see green vines start to grow, and as you get closer and closer and closer to it, these green vines eventually turn into small pumpkins, and small pumpkins turn into large pumpkins, and large pumpkins turn into giant pumpkins. As you get closer and closer to his town, eventually you come up to what almost looks like a wall of pumpkins that have been placed around the outskirts, and there's a small gap with a gate where Magic goes, "Well, this is my stop," and he
Green
hops off.
or the others?
What?
Is the green from yours?
Yes, yes. This is my stop. This is my patch, as they call it. They call it a pumpkin patch, as they say.
Do you like pumpkins or something?
They more follow me, eh?
The pumpkins follow you?
Yeah. Again, we'll talk about it later. You can tell
Romp,
that he's again getting kind of tired, and you can tell he's probably gonna go in and take a nap. But he opens up the small gate and waves at you, um, and says,
Romp
"Come by
gives him.
later. I look forward to you. I need to take a nap after the excitement." And moves on to um his his
Abode.
cottage abode. Yes. Um, you guys with your with your luggage, you guys know that you would be right on time to deliver to the Rockseeker brothers by this afternoon. So, it's about little after midday right now. You have probably about another 20 minutes of travel to get back into town. You get then the rest of the rest of the travel is yours. So, Finton, I assume you're taking up the reins again.
Yeah, I'll finish
Okay.
steering us on into town and to the Rock Seekers.
Sure thing. I'm not going to make you make a handling. It's a fairly easy road, and we've done it before, so very similar to what you were traveling before. So, moving on. What are you all doing as you get into Phandalin?
What does it look
Again,
like?
Romp's
we'll,
just chatting with
we'll get
his
there.
brother Smidge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grim, where are you at?
I want to be off of Finn's shoulder and like, cause I know Smidge and Romp are like on top of each other, if that makes sense, and on the
Whoa,
side.
whoa,
Well, this
whoa.
map is blurry.
It is blurry. A little
This
blurry
If
for
is-
a second.
you change
Lovely.
There
the
we go. Classic
Yep.
map. I love it.
I've seen this map before.
She's gonna be on the wagon now, just like sitting as if she's a normal human, even though she's not human, just like normal sized.
Perfect.
Smids will be talking to Romp about anti-itch ointment cream for ass itches.
Love it.
Romp will, of course, bring up at one point
Yeah.
elbow grease.
Yeah, of course.
So, you guys pull into town from the north end. If you want to go up to the top of the map there, Rainamo, for the thing. Yeah. You guys
Cool.
come in about right there or so.
Was his cottage on the map?
No, his cottage is not on the map. It would be
Poop.
outside of the map area. So you guys come in from the north side of town. You will be going to the. Hold on for a second while I find where I wrote it down. You guys would know that you were meeting the Rockseeker brothers at the. Hold on. Looking for it. Sorry. I'm the worst DM in the world. Please
Hold,
don't.
please.
Hold, please. Uh, the Surly Shanty, which doesn't make sense because it's in the middle of the. It's kind of like a misnomer because it's in the middle of the cornfield. You kind of like the inside joke. As you guys pull into town, you do see a small village. It's a couple of farms on the outside. Moving closer into the village, there is quite an assortment of different types of buildings. You see some buildings that are of elven architecture, some buildings of definitely dwarven architecture, buildings that have been human made and gnome made, and all sorts of different sorts of cultures and intellects have kind of had a hand here. Some buildings are very, very, very old, centuries old. Some buildings are fairly new, and some are being built as we speak. This town is definitely seen better days and also has better days on the horizon, if that makes sense. It's being developed and is being occupied and revamped in a lot of ways. Think of like a downtown area that's gone to the wayside that they're kind of revamping, right? That kind of a feel to it. Um, a lot of construction going on, a lot of new people coming into town, and some of the um, buildings that they're building are much larger than you would have ordinarily seen. Definitely something of value is driving in new people into Phandalin these days. Um, so you guys get to the Surly Shanty, where you guys would meet the Rockseeker brothers.
Is a
You guys
Shirley
pull up.
Shanty a tavern?
It is a tavern, yes.
Okay, cool.
The tavern is, if you go down this main road here in the middle of town, it is going to be the building that I've circled in white.
Ta-da! That's a beautiful circle, man.
That's a very good circle. So, you are welcome to enter at your leisure and park the wagon outside and do what you will.
Do we leave the wagon unattended?
I'll stay at the wagon. You guys go on in.
Okay, are you sure you're not gonna get
Oh, yeah.
lonely?
I won't get lonely, and Romp will be able to speak for me since we're basically the same person, anyways, aren't we, buddy?
Yep, don't know what's going on, but yep.
Yeah, me either, buddy.
Perfect.
I
Perfect.
fly on in.
So entering the tavern, it is a lively place. You are entering at the end of the day, at the end of the workday. So pretty much everybody in town that has worked in the nearby mines has been is there at the moment that you walk in. You guys have been know that the Rockseeker brothers, whose names are Gundren, Tharden, and Nundro, would be somewhere in this tavern. They kind of oversee the town, right? They are the money that the town has kind of come to new life in, and therefore they kind of don't rule it per se, but they definitely have the influence to rule it, if that makes sense. Um, and they would be at some place in this bar here. You are more than welcome to walk up to the barkeep or just kind of look around if you'd like. Other people in the bar, like I said, there's several sorts of just all sorts of gnomes and even a couple of goblins are in there too, which is you find kind of shocking in a way. That there would be goblins interacting
How
with
many?
common people. About 3 or 4 goblins, but they seem civilized enough that they're not going to cause any harm, and they aren't unarmed
Are they all
too.
together?
What do you say?
Are they all together?
They're kind of intermingled, believe it or not,
Oh, okay.
with humans
We got a lot of
and
single, ready to mingle goblins.
not a lot of single ready to mingle goblins. No. They would be in groups of others, definitely protected by their more common raced kin,
By
if that would make sense.
friends?
What do you say?
By their friends?
By their friends, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go right up to the counter, fly over to the counter, and ask for a drink.
Okay. You go up to the counter. There is Zenith, the barkeep. There is a elven man, spelled with an X. Zenith, Xethenf. Um, he is up there, and you kind of are able to strike up a conversation. He goes, "Oh, hello, welcome to the Surly Surly Shanty. How can I help you?"
Hi. Could I get some sort of ale or what do you have?
Oh, we've got ale, we've got mead, wine, in fact, a whole bunch of things.
Okay, what's the cheapest?
The cheapest? I mean, we could have the spit bucket ale if you want. It's just
Spit
the
bucket?
leftovers that we pull. Yeah, I mean, well, when you pour your first ale, you pour it into the you don't want to waste it, so you pour it back in the bottle, right? Or pour it back in the
Oh,
barrel.
okay. I'll take that one.
Excellent. That'll be a copper piece,
Copper
if you will.
piece. Got
Excellent. And he pulls out just a giant mug, and I mean this thing is giant by normal standards. And he pours the ale into it and hands it off to you.
And it shrinks, right?
And puts it on the counter. And you, as you go to grab it, it does shrink right down into your hand, and he kind of goes back and goes, "Oh, that's a cool trick you got there."
No, what trick?
The mug, it was huge, and now it's your sized.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Wow. Here's your little copper piece.
And again, it's small, and I just like hand it over, lay it out on the
He
counter.
kind of like looks and holds his hand out, and you put her in his hand, it like pops up to normal copper piece size in the middle of his palm. And he kind of looks at it again like, what is this? Hasn't seen this before. Obviously, he's not familiar with fairies and how they work and whatnot. So he kind of looks at it and goes, "Huh, so it is a copper piece," and puts it in his jar over there and whatnot.
Okay.
So you have your ale.
I
What brings you, small one, to my abode here, huh?
Oh, this is your place? Wow.
I mean, yes. I own this bar. It's mine.
Oh, that's so cool. It's a nice bar. I'm here with some friends, and we're traveling for some vacation. Yeah,
For what?
vacation.
Vacation. Okay.
Yeah.
Vacationing in Phandalin. That's a new one. I mean, we're all getting bigger. Can you roll a deception check for me?
Yeah.
You kind of get the impression that he smells your bullshit from a mile away, and it's like, why is this fairy in my bar, going on vacation with friends? You know what I mean? So you get that sense from him.
When all this is going down, she's gonna drink from the spit ale, and
Yeah.
she's gonna take a little swig, and then she's immediately gonna spit out little pieces of it from her mouth onto the floor and just be like, "Oh, I think great."
And spit little pieces of the ale
Of the ale on the floor, yeah. But she'll look enjoyed. She's enjoying it. She's like,
Oh man, that was great.
You drink that,
Oh,
right?
but I thought it was spit ale.
Yes, the ale is called spit ale because it's a combination. Anyway,
Well,
yeah, it is
this
the.
time, Fenton will poke his head in the bar. Hurry up, Prim. Leave the man alone.
Yeah, okay. Lovely meeting you. Lovely place.
and she takes another swig and just spits it a little bit on the bar again in front of him, and then flies away.
As you fly towards sorry, I'm a little distracted at the moment. As you fly towards Fenton, at the bar itself, you guys see the what could only be described as three jolly dwarves, kind of in the back corner, laughing up the storm, making kind of a ruckus, but they seem to be where the life of the party is.
Is that? Do we recognize them as Gunhav, whatever, Thornton, and
Make a perception check for me.
what's
if you
his face? Okay, I wrote them down, but I wrote them down so messily.
Yes, you would recognize from the description that you were given in Neverwinter that the middle dwarf is Gundren Rockseeker.
Awesome.
Hey Finn, I think those are the people.
Good eye. And I will head to the bar first and talk to Zenith and say, send them another round.
Oi! That's get in line for that one. It'll be about the 6th or 7th they'll have. They bought the winter rounds, but I'll add you onto the tally. It'll be they drink heavy. It's a silver piece for each of them, so 3 silvers.
Down 4, and wait for the cups to take them over to the table.
Okay, sure thing. So as the night goes on, like I said, you're probably going to be waiting for about an hour or so, and one round of drinks goes by. The dwarves, in synchrony, put the mugs on the table, and then scroll them back, and then toss the mugs away, and are good for about 15 minutes or so. Another round comes to the table. Same thing, and they do this over and over and over again, just getting more and more boisterous as the time goes on. About an hour goes by. They finally get to your round that you've bought them, and the 4th cup does go along with that. And you're welcome to follow the barkeep over there.
Alrighty.
Zenith goes, "This is yours," and as he walks over, you're more than welcome to follow and introduce yourself to the rack seekers again.
Yeah, I assume somebody's in tow, but if not, no big deal.
Yeah, I'm on your shoulder now.
Yeah.
Is Romp
Round
there?
on me this time, lads.
I say, Romp, did you come into the bar or no?
No, he's with a Smidge, right?
You stayed with Smidge outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where
Perfect.
Smidge goes, Romp goes.
Perfect. As you said, Grim, sorry, I missed that.
Oh, this round's compliments of me, lad.
Hey, brothers, this guy over here, he's got it around. And he kind of slaps your hand a little bit and goes, look at this guy. Thank you for another round of, and they're very intoxicated at this point. Just split shit face. Gundren's the one speaking right now. Tharden pops up and he goes, "Hey, yes, it's up, hey," and he's like out of it. Nundro is passed out, like face planting to the bar there, but he still like lifts up a hand and goes like, "Argh," and waves it at you as you arrive to the table.
Okay. I also got some other stuff that you ordered outside.
Oh, are you the guys that brought the there? And he's like talking gibberish. You get that he's saying you guys are the ones that brought the delivery over to me. There's an ad now over there.
Oi. Now I'll bet you the next rounds that I can make one of these cups disappear.
Yeah, maybe one of these. Dig one of these. This guy's too skinny to do that. What do you think, Nundra? Nundren like puts up his head and goes and pops back down. He kind of picks up the mug that you brought him and chugs it. But by chugging it, he doesn't even open his mouth. He just pours it on his face and throws it. As it goes all over himself, he again puts his head down onto the table with a loud thud going poof, as it does. So, Gundren goes up to you again and goes, "All right, let's see what you got."
Well, what I would like to do is with a flourish of my cloak and using it to obscure Prim so that I can reach forward with her hidden by the cloak and she can reach out and make it disappear.
Yeah. If you need,
Perfect.
can I cast guidance for his rolls on that?
You can cast guidance. That's fine.
Okay.
Let's have you roll a sleight of hand check.
Alrighty.
It'll be a pretty easy DC. Yeah, you pass that, no problem. But I also like Prim to make a sleight of hand check as well, since she'll be the one grabbing it to make it smaller and disappear, right? So
How does guidance work with this, though?
you would be able to add
a D4 to the roll.
But I mean, like I said, it passed, and he has guidance. I think for
she can hold it for a minute.
for a minute,
Yeah,
right?
and then I'll just say something
and you can
like,
choose. I think the one who is guided gets to choose to use it, or is it only on the next roll?
Guidance, I think, concentration up to the next roll, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Because it's the intent is there, but she can hold on to it for a minute if it takes that long to do a roll, right?
Right. That makes sense, and it's a cantrip, I believe. So that
Yes,
Yeah.
it is cantrip.
Yeah. So yeah, you're more than welcome to roll a d4. If not, like I said, you've already
Yeah,
well
just put it up
surpassed the
there.
DC. So,
Yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah, you guys both are able to make your sleight of hand checks, and without noticing, gonna go. Oh, that's a good trick. Aye, isn't it, Thornton? Thornton goes, yeah, it's a good trick. It's a good trick indeed. And he goes, well, I suppose we owe you a little bit of a coin, huh?
Oh, just how go by the next round if you'll supply it.
We owe you what? Supply? We what? Huh?
Yeah.
We bet the round.
You bet the
I'll
round.
do another round of drinks.
All right.
The next one's on you, and I'll
I
be
got
happy
it.
to go pick it up from the table.
Perfect.
I'll stick out my hand.
Yeah, he puts he's like looking at his coin pouch and like can't figure it out, and he puts like a copper piece, a silver piece, and a gold piece in your hand to go get the next round. Like just very, I mean, they'll cover it either way. You kind of look at it and you're like, all right, interesting.
Oh no, actually that's perfect for what I was trying to do. So I'm not thinking interesting, I'm thinking yes.
Perfect. And what is it that
And
you're trying to do? Go for it.
and I will go get the next round, but I'll when I get up to Zenith, I'll say the cheapest thing that they won't notice the taste difference for.
Oi, they won't notice anything right now, I don't think. And he hands you again, like probably like the syrup from the spit ale, right? So
Yeah.
whatever his lowest like quality ale is, basically water with a little bit of yeast and barley in it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And hands it over to you and just be like, good luck, and hands it over to you to take over to them. And you can cover that easily with the silver
For a
piece, and he
piece.
gives you, yeah,
Oh, okay.
for
You
the
said
silver
coppers
piece.
for her earlier, so but yeah,
Right, well,
I'll give over the
so
silver. Not a problem.
you give the silver, and then he gives you back 2 copper pieces,
Got it.
just to make up for the change for it. So you have a gold
Yeah.
and a copper and 3 coppers you can add to your inventory if you're not gonna give them
Yeah.
back their change.
Nope.
Can I whisper in Finn's ear before we go back
thing.
over there?
Yeah.
I want to be like,
Finn, shouldn't we like get our money from them while they're like this?
Oh, well, that's our next step.
No, okay. And this one that you got, we do spit, right?
Don't worry. This is just for the show.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Here, and grab 2 of them.
Okay.
I grab them and they probably immediately shrink.
Yep. Immediately shrink down to your size. Yes.
And the reverse trick when we come to the table, I set one down and I wave my hands in front of it with the cloak obscuring her and
I'm
say,
gonna say Gundren sees one and goes, "Hey, I said bring," and then
Oh.
as that happens,
Yeah.
you poof, and Tumor goes, "This one's pretty good over here." Another round for us, and
Aye.
they all
And,
go ahead.
and we'll take you to your cart as soon as you're done.
Oh, yes, our cart. Go ahead and let's go ahead and take this slip here. He kind of like, they all 3 of them again with Nundren's head on the table, smack down. They all 3 pick up their mugs. Nundren doesn't even lift up his head this time. They all clink them together, and Gundren and Thurden, down theirs with a little bit of slop on the side, and Nundren just pours it on his head as he
Wearing
as
more
he,
than they're drinking at this point.
yeah, exactly.
I'm hiding, right? Just so you know.
You're still hiding.
Okay,
Yes.
go.
pours it on his head, and again, it's just passed at the table. Gundren says, "Don't worry, guys. I'll go out and see the wagon. Go ahead and take 5 or whatever." And they go out. He follows you out to where the wagon is out front.
Mhm.
Before we get quite there yet, let's go to Romp and Smidge. And this has been playing over for about 15 minutes or so. So anything you guys would like to do in the meantime while you're guarding the wagon?
Yeah.
Romp, what would you like to do today? They're obviously busy right now. Seems like a good, nice afternoon. Maybe we could look around.
Sure do. Brother, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Well, you know, you know what? Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Now, Romp, you can always tell me whatever you want to say. You know that.
Yeah, I know. Well, brother, I've been really enjoying our adventures, and I wouldn't trade that for the world, but lately I don't know. Do you miss home?
You know, Romp, I think about home just about every single day. And
Makes my heart ache.
makes my heart ache as well. But we left home for a reason. We gotta come back when we're a little bit older, a little bit wiser. And if we took the easy path now and turned around, walked all the way back home, well then, that wouldn't be worthwhile. That wouldn't be a quest. No quest that is easily achieved is worth achieving, you know?
I suppose you're right. Mams and paps wouldn't be too happy.
Yeah, besides, there's a lot of fucking shit we can eat out here that I've never even seen before.
That's right. That's right.
As he says that, you notice that in the marketplace there is just kind of closing up from the dinner rush, like stalls and stalls of in this market area of kebabs and other sorts of fish and other things like that. Things that would be a little bit foreign to you from your time on the island, but that you've become more accustomed to since you've been traveling on the mainland.
Very interesting. I want to definitely take a look around for different shops that are out here as well.
Sure thing. You can go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay. Oh, I'm on the Twitch page. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you see everything, man, obviously. In fact, you see everything so much so that, well, let's talk about the shops first. Around the shops, you have the market stalls that are selling things like lamb chops, kebabs, that seem to be beef and ham, um, beef and pork, I should say. Then you also have vegetables, various corn on the cobs, sorts of things. There's pumpkins, in fact, as well, pumpkin pies and stuff for sale from a pie shop. As far as physical shops, you have a tailor, you have an apothecary around the area here. You have a sort of almost like a um, not general goods store, but sort of like a miscellaneous like oddity store, right? That seems to be closed up for shop. And then you do also have a general goods store across the way there, pretty large general goods store over there. Um, but what you do notice with your natural 20 is a hooded figure in one of the alleys, um, right behind, in between where the apothecary and um, the oddities store would be.
Well, I noticed this man. Do I notice what position he's in, what he looks like?
He just sitting out in the back, leaning up against the oddity store. Um, Definitely has a hood up. Has a long sword at the side.
What direction would he be staring at?
He's staring, kind of like I said, back up against the um, oddity store, looking towards the apothecary in the alley. Seems just to be
Okay.
sitting there observing something or to kind of look at her around.
Mm. Well, Romp, is there anything here you want to go see?
Not in particular, brother. Guess I'm just not in the mood today.
Understandable, but there is that oddity trinket shop over there. I was thinking maybe for Mams and Paps. Might want to pick something up, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to leave the cart alone though.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Got a
very true.
job, you know.
Well, you stay here. I'm going to go check out the oddity shop and see if I can find something. All right, buddy?
Yeah, sounds good. Hey, if you can find any
Yeah, yeah.
more
In the
elbow
time
grease.
that you guys have been talking, the man has disappeared.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm kind of feeling kind of sleepy, you know?
Yeah. Sleep sounds good.
Maybe I'll just go stay back at the you know.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Man, like I said, without a sound or anything like that, just poof. Went there 1 minute, kind of looking shady, gone the next.
I'll remember.
So at this point, Gundren followed, let me put it this way, Finton and Prim come out, followed by a very sloppy looking Gundren. As the dusk has kind of taken over the town, walk out and they see the wagon. Gundren comes out and goes, yes, the supplies. We need it. this is great stuff over here.
I'm still hidden, by the way. Just so.
Yes, you are.
So you guys don't really see me. You probably have an idea that I'm in the coat, though.
It's quite an interesting language that one is speaking.
He is kind of like slurring in a little bit of dwarven in with what he's speaking. Just gonna as he's talking to you guys. It's just
Hey.
gibberish.
Delivered on time as promised.
Indeed. Well, job well done. Job well played. Paid. Reaches into his pouch again. How much did we promise for the delivery of these goods here? And mind you, he's very, very drunk. So
Now, of course, we would know, but I don't recall writing that down in my notes.
You guys were promised 10 gold pieces each, I think, for the delivery of it, but you're more than welcome to
Yes,
take advantage.
that's what I wanted to know before I.
Yeah.
Well, we load on time. 50 gold.
50 gold, whole day. Yeah. He pulls out his pouch there. Make me a quick persuasion check, if you would.
Certainly.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, he takes out a pouch of gold, and he's got it out, and he kind of just he goes up to the wagon, and the wagon has kind of like a ledger on the outside, and he kind of just pours it out on the ledge, and it's a pretty hefty pile of gold on the side of the wagon there, and you're able to kind of he's counting out 1, 2, 3, and he does this for as long as it takes, about a minute or so, to count out the 50 gold for you guys, and he holds it out in his hand. He goes, "Here you go, 50 gold," and he holds out his hand for you.
Yeah, I'll pocket it.
Perfect. He says, "Thank you guys so much," and he scoops the rest of his gold into his gold pouch. 3 or 4 gold coins do fall out of the gold pouch, and he just kind of doesn't care about it, and kind of walks away from the wagon there, and he kind of like waves his hand up, and people from just seemingly nowhere kind of come out of the woodwork to kind of take the wagon and wrangle it up and make sure it all sets up. One of those people who you do notice is one of his hands or so is the hooded figure that was sitting in the alley there, is kind of taking the reins of the horses and is able to run it out and whatever. Seems to be knowing what he's doing. Seems to be like an official part of the operation here.
Y'all see that hooded figure over there?
Under my
Is that
breath,
what?
I will whisper to Prim to scoop up those extra coins, and then walk and speak loudly with Smidge. Oh yes, of course.
Should I
Just
do a
giving
stealth?
her any kind of distracting away from what she's doing.
Oh,
Should I do
And
stealth? Sleight of
Gundren
hand.
has kind of gone back into the bar, so he's really not paying attention to anything.
This is not for his
Got it.
benefit. This is for the people who came.
Got it. Yeah. Like I said, there's about 4 or 5 employees that are just kind of unloading the
Mhm.
wagon and getting it all organized and whatnot, bringing things into the general store, bringing things into the various shops around. Yeah, go ahead and do a sleight of hand check to see if you can pick up some coin here.
Okay.
Give her advantage with my distraction, being
Sure
loud
thing.
and
Yeah, sure thing. New advantage. Roll it again. With that 13, you're able to pick up 4 coins without being noticed.
Is it gold? I wasn't paying attention.
It is gold coins, yes.
Okay.
Wow, not paying attention.
Sorry, I was doing stream stuff.
You're fine. I'm giving you shit.
Cool. And then I immediately tried to like almost like a bug, just like zip back under his coat from the
Under his
back.
cloak.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then when we're further away, I'll say, "What'd you see, Smidge?"
oops. Oh, I was just saying that hooded figure over there, right? You see him? I want to point him out.
I will hold his hand from lifting to point and follow his gaze.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Oh, look at that guy.
Uh-huh.
That guy was behind this oddity shop I saw earlier. And when I turned away and looked back, maybe a split second, he just poofed in the thin air. He was looking real sketchy. That's all I'm saying.
Noted.
Mhm.
Why don't you and Romp give him a follow? Put him and
Sounds
I'll
like
head over
fun.
to the stores. You need anything?
Just some bread. Give me some bread.
Aye.
Thank you.
The bread indeed.
Are we
Alrighty.
away from everybody else now that I could come out?
Yeah, like I said, the wagon has kind of started to move along. The employees really aren't paying attention to you guys at all. They're just, like I said, doing their duty and doing what they got to do. So we're splitting again between stores and not stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's do stores first. You guys go ahead and walk into the general store, I assume.
Okay, when
Yeah.
we walk in, I'm hidden again. Just so you know. I'm
Okay.
hiding.
Yeah.
You walk in, and
Yeah,
around
I'm
you
not searching for anything in particular, just kind of perusing and browsing for
for whatever.
for whatever looks of interest.
So in the
I will not be picking up the bread for him.
Okay. In the general store, there really isn't that much in the way of supplies, really. It's been pretty picked bare. You get the feeling that you guys were the restock
Mm-hmm.
for the shelves there. There is quite a bit of mining supplies. So like shovels, pickaxes, lanterns, fuel for lanterns, those kind of things. But as far as like just general wares, as far as like food, rations, feed, any of those kind of things, they're all pretty picked dry anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the feeling that a lot of the food is people don't have time to make their own food or make their own sandwiches anyway. So the few families that do live here get their food from the market stalls, from the butchers, and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Around the area here. So not too many travelers that come through unless they are here for a delivery or something like that. And you guys
Mm-hmm.
are that resupply delivery train today.
Yeah.
Anything else? Why don't you go ahead? Other than that, like I said, there's really not too much. You can go ahead and make a perception check, but there's really not much of more than that. You know what I mean? As far as
Mm-hmm.
rarities and oddities, your perception check.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really
Any
give too much.
extra daggers?
As far as weapons, that's not really put out.
That's why I was
specifically.
only asking for a dagger.
Yeah.
All right.
No you see, like I said, where arms and armaments would be. There's like a single leather shield. There's a couple of staffs, but as far as like where swords and stuff would be, they don't really have any of
Yeah.
that sort of thing. You get the feeling that you might have to go see a blacksmith or something like that to have it made in this town.
Anything for you, Prem?
Do we need more rations?
No, I've got that covered.
Okay.
Can I kind of glance around as he opens his coat and see if there's any like open type of object in the store, like pots or backpacks or satchels that you could like look upon for browsing?
There's a couple of burlap sacks.
Okay.
There is one like not almost like not even like a handbag, but just kind of like a bag that has like a leather strap that you could sling on a shoulder or something like that, but not necessarily a backpack. Um, and it's got a like a little tie open, um, open tied mouth. But other than that, nothing as far as like a backpack or anything like that. Um, in the way of pots, there's things that are holding, like open pots that are open barrels that are holding like sticks and shovels and pickaxes. And then there are other like cooking ware sorts of things, and
Oh,
then there's
okay.
things that would be like to hold dirt for mining or something along those lines, but nothing like pot wise that way, if that makes sense.
Alright, for the how many satchels are there?
There's the one leftover satchel that's hanging on the rack there.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
What's the rule on cantrips again? Is it like Adara where you could cast them over and over
Infinite.
again?
you
Infinite.
can
Yeah.
you
Okay.
can ask as many
I'm
cantrips as
gonna
you want.
cast see as I peer out of the little coat, I'm gonna wave my little wand and cast Druidcraft once again
Okay,
and and make a bundle of flowers in the satchel and a few of the pots so that if
okay.
somebody looks in or they like it's just or like it's like hidden so if they like open it there's a bunch of flowers inside.
So you definitely are able to do that. You basically what happens is some of the woodwork um from around the building kind of falls into the satchel, and then you kind of see springing up from the top the flowers before they sink back into the bag there.
Okay, cool. And then I'll
Yeah,
sneak back into the coat and just like laugh to myself and be like hee 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 hee.
fair enough.
We'll head out.
Um, and you guys
You
will head
notice
out.
that I do
Nothing of
that and you're
interest.
just like leave.
Nothing of interest. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's do
We'll
other
just
group.
find a spot to sit down and wait for the other guys to return.
Yeah,
Got it.
and then I want to remind Finn before we go like, are we gonna go see the old man?
We still need the idiots.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to Smidge and Romp. What are you guys doing as the wagon starts to kind of go back towards a almost like a storage facility?
Just following, keeping in step, not trying to make too much noise.
hmm
Perfect.
Rob's not really sure of the situation, but he's just following his big bro.
Perfect. Um, as the wagon is making its rounds, you see that I mean the employees have gotten into it at this point, and they start emptying the wagon as they get to certain shops. So at the general store, they empty out and put into a stock room, you know, things that look like food, um, things that look like you know, a couple of mining supplies, fuel for lamps, and those kind of things. As it goes around to the apothecary, you see various herbs and spices getting pulled out, different sorts of plants, live plants, potted plants, and anything else. These are all things that you guys would also be familiar of that were in the wagon from your time with it, by the way. Um,
Okay, okay.
as the as it makes its way to you know where the blacksmithing area would be or the crafting area, uh, raw materials. So a couple of finer you smelted ingots are there, so you know they are able to get quite a few ingots here, but you know the finer metals um, they don't really have too much of, so the fine metals such as gold, silver, those kind of ingots get taken out, um, as well as a couple of good quality iron, high quality iron ingots are brought out as well, and steel as well, kind of brought out and putting kind of a storm in the back of the blacksmith shop. And around the jeweler too. So there's a jeweler in town that you would recognize. It says jeweler on the sign there, and couple of small bag gets brought out there, and another couple gold ingots as well as some silver and platinum ingots get brought out there. And moving on finally to the oddity store, just 2 crates get pulled out and put into the oddity store, and that means that after that the wagon is essentially empty, and you guys goes to where they would store the wagons for the rest of the until it needs to be used again or brought back for the deliveries to Neverwinter or Waterdeep or something like that. So you guys are welcome to approach it. You guys are welcome to go back.
Well, it's kind of interesting, isn't it, Romp?
I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here, but
Well, it seems like they were distributing these crates everywhere all over town.
well, the question is it any of our business?
Probably isn't.
Well, then, best stay out of it.
I guess they're right, yeah. Should we inform the others?
Is it any of their business?
I guess it isn't.
Best stay out of it.
Let on back.
All right.
Takes you about the amount of time for them to get out of the store as it would for you to meet back up. So as they're walking out of the store, you guys meet back up outside of the general store, and you guys are welcome to discuss on your next moves.
Romp and Smooch have to be like the most uneventful people.
Oh yes, no, you guys are definitely like not discreet about any of this. By the way, as you guys are walking through town, with the centaur and the otter, definitely, or I should say 2 otters. You're getting stares.
That's
like,
right.
Inclusivity, I love it.
Yeah, you better. I
Whatever
almost
they
wrote fourth wall
identified
there.
as.
Yeah. Even the people in the wagon are like, why are these guys following us? Like, looking at you. Like, you guys just delivered this. What are you doing? So definitely not a discreet mission you guys just did. And
Well,
announced your presence pretty well.
good thing we don't need to hide.
As we walk away, oh god, no, never mind. You know what? I'm not gonna say it.
Oh no, what?
Say it.
I was thinking, like, you know how like horses poop, but I'm like, wait, how does a centaur poop? Is it this
It was
way?
probably
Or is
centaur
it more-
and an
It's the
otter,
same.
like
Oh, it's the same as a
discreetedness.
horse.
It's the same, but like I
Okay,
feel
so
like
then,
there's like you're like more humanoid, so it's like there's probably
well,
some sort
am
of.
I allowed
That's
to poop like a
still where
horse
the
then?
digestive parts
I
are.
mean, you can definitely poop on like just wherever you want to poop, but remember, you are sentient, and people will expect a certain amount of sentience from you.
Yeah. What the hell am I gonna use that? I'm too big to like go on any toilet.
Let's put
Well,
it
we
this
all
way.
poop in the
You are
forest.
you're in the middle of the street. It would probably be better if you were like
On the
put
side of
off
the
to
street?
the side of the street or something, right?
Okay. I
I
understand
mean,
that.
anybody who watches you do it is probably not going to think too much of it, but
I
it is
I
what it is.
was picturing a picturesque moment of me and Smidge walking away from the scene. You just see it start going to the further the background, and I just start pooping like a horse, and you just see it shooting out of my back.
Perfect.
All right, cool. We're
Just
doing
like
it.
Red Dead.
Yep. So yeah, as you guys kind of walk away,
Do we see this?
Romp, yeah, you guys definitely, as he's walking towards you, just poop starting to fall out of his butt. Just plop, 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 plop. It doesn't look any different than horse poop. That's essentially what it is.
Damn,
maybe
Romp, what did you eat?
Vinton, have you ever seen something like this? Is that normal? I've never really met a centaur.
I would assume so, but well, look at them.
Was that an earshot of us?
No,
Yeah,
we're
of course.
whispering to each other as you walk up.
Okay.
I guess that would also be otter poop manners isms too, because
But he's wearing pants.
we're still animalistic.
For
I
sure.
would
He's
say
wearing pants.
I would say the otters have a little bit more society than that.
Damn.
we just pull the pants down and let it out.
We had this debate in our
pants.
Discord. Remember, I said, do otters and like centaurs wear pants? And then like if they do like or not, like do they just poop and pee everywhere like a dog or a cat or whatever?
Well, to be honest
Or
with
an
you,
otter.
some otters don't wear pants, and some others do. It's like shoes; they're optional.
Cool.
Anywho, we all done in town.
Can we go see the old man now?
You can go do whatever you want. I'm just gonna follow.
Prim takes out her pan flute and just starts playing a little tune as she sits on top of Finn's shoulder. So it's
Why don't
kind
you
of
go ahead
loud
and
in his ear, but
make a performance check for me.
hell yeah. And
It's all right. Like I said, it's pretty good. You get a little bit of attraction as you guys, a little bit more attention, I guess you could say,
yes, we're a
as you
fucking
guys
parade.
are walking around, walking back towards the exit of the town. I'm assuming that you guys are walking in a line or some sort, so it does kind of look like a small little parade.
I'm assuming there's a centaur and a human walking with an otter and a fairy riding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
The otter's on his back.
We're a good-looking bunch.
Yep.
Yep.
People kind of wave at you as you guys walk
Riding
by.
on Romp's hat is Vesta the Robin.
Also, there's flowers on it. Did you not notice that?
There is flowers on
Romp's hat.
They're being rearranged into a nest.
Perfect.
Yeah, we wouldn't notice.
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, you guys are more than as you guys walk out of town, people are waving at you, just kind of saying thank you. They saw you guys come in as well, knowing that you guys were the delivery, and they're very appreciative of that because they are kind of out in the boonies, and they do need that supplies. So on your way out of town, it takes you again about 20 minutes or so, and night has fallen by the time you do get back to the the house of Madrick, and moving up there.
Is there a map?
Is there a map?
Yeah.
There's no map.
Aw.
But I do
Just put a giant pumpkin.
But I do have a picture.
Ooh.
It's been drawn on.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Just oh man.
Yes. So this is this is what you guys see as you guys go back over to Madrick's.
Yeah. As we
giant pumpkins again start coming up there, and you get to the gate.
Yeah. As we get in towards the gate, before we get there, I will spend 10 minutes as we're walking to ritually cast detect magic.
Sure thing. And the place glows bright. Just
everything.
Do I glow bright? What time of day is it?
Actually, it's nighttime.
Alright, so I am glowing.
Yeah, you are glowing a little bit. You have a little bit of a sheen to your skin. And you're easily seen, but it's not enough light to make anything else easily seen, right?
Well, the glowing is only what I see because of the spell.
Right. But at nighttime, Prim skin does glow a little bit. It has a little sheen to it. Just so you guys can kind of spot her out of a crowd or
it
whatever.
Sparkles, it says
it
in
sparkles,
the thing. So it's just like a light shimmer as if I'm because she's
Yeah.
very bug-like. Like her like arms and her like legs are kind of long.
Yeah.
Like a moth.
Yeah, like a moth. Shine like a moth.
Mothman.
Silver moth dust off the wings.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole cottage itself is glowing. I mean, bright enough that you can tell that not everything is magic, but you can't really just like there's so much magic in the area that you can't really distinguish what is and isn't magic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like just
not
pretty
from
much
a glance.
Right. Everything kind of has this like old like you have to spend time to kind of sift through what is magic and what's not magic. So you guys do pull up to the gate. The gate itself is not magic at all, but as you guys pull up, you do hear some rustling.
Where?
I want Smidge to make a perception check, and I want Prim to make a perception check if they would.
Okay.
And
I almost got a 1. Did you
yeah.
see that? Oh!
Oh,
I manifested that. I'm
boy.
sorry.
Smidge, you don't notice the rustling even actually. You're kind of just on the back of Romp there, looking towards the sky, hands behind your back, legs crossed, tail between your legs, just
My
kind of
clitter
thinking
clatter's too
about
loud.
life. You know what I mean? Not a care in
Your
the
clit
world.
is too.
That's me.
No, my clitter clatter. Wait, no, my clitter clatter. There we go.
Okay.
Glitter clatter.
The clip clop, clip clop.
Yeah, the
click
click
clop.
God.
But Prim, you do see
Mhm.
something in the pumpkin patch.
What is it?
You see something kind of running around and dancing almost. It seems to be finding things like birds and stuff, and as the birds land, it goes and it swipes at the birds, and then it kind of looks around and goes towards another thing, like jumping around, very kind of like almost like mechanical in its movements and such, jumping around and slashing at things as it comes out. Um, just beyond the gate, closer to the house as you guys approach.
Oh, so there's like this like weird bouncing creature looking thing that's
Yeah.
like going around and slicing in the sky, kind of
Yep.
looking like they're scaring something away almost.
Yes. And
Okay.
in fact, with that perception roll, you'd be able to tell that it looks almost like a scarecrow that's been animated.
Okay. Is this close to us?
You guys are probably about 50 feet from the entrance, about 75 feet from where the thing is at.
Prim would pipe up and kind of tug on Finn's earlobe. She'll stop playing her flute and pipe up and just like point and be like, "Is that another fairy?" And points it out to Finn.
Yeah, you'd be able to see it. You guys would all be able to see it after she says that.
Mm-hmm. Don't think so, but y'all are fond of disguises, perhaps.
Perhaps. What do you guys do? And again, this
I'm-
thing is
I
just
just-
going
I'm still
ham.
walking.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking stride
Not
at this
breaking
point.
stride. As you get up to the gate, do you open it and walk in?
No, you said it was open.
Well,
You
the
just mean
gate,
it's
the gate
unlocked.
itself is unlocked. Yes, you'd have to
Okay.
open the gate.
You said it was not magical.
The gate itself is not. No.
I will step aside and let Romp go through.
Perfect.
First, saying, my arms. Don't think I can force that one open, big boy.
Yeah, stand aside. I got this.
Even though the old man opens it all the time.
Do I need to do a strength for something? What's going on?
No, just go ahead, open it.
Cool.
I'm just setting precedent.
Gotcha. Romp sort of like ramps himself up, the sort of horse about to
Stampede.
Giving you a little morale boost.
yeah,
man.
like stampede about to like a horse about to take off, or like a bull getting ready to charge. And then he starts to move towards the door, and then he just stops and opens it.
Opens the gate. Perfect.
Yeah.
The second you guys open the gate, the creature that was in the back, the scarecrow, I guess you could say, that was in the back, looking around and scaring birds away. Eyes, glowing eyes,
How big is
right
it?
on the four of you. It's a medium-sized creature.
Oh shit! I thought it was like a small little fairy.
No, it's like
Like a normal sized scarecrow. Then I thought it
yeah.
was smaller too.
No, like a normal sized scarecrow.
Oh.
looks directly at you guys as you guys open the gate.
Prim is just gonna start shouting, "Magic!"
No response.
I'm still standing by the gate with my hand held forward, letting Romp take the lead. Like, all after you.
The creature starts moving towards you guys.
Yeah, is this magic?
It's getting closer. And closer. And closer.
Hey, Romp, do you have any of that elbow grease from earlier? My
And
elbow's kind of feeling a little.
I got one right here.
And that's
Pretty
where we're
darn
going to
much.
end for tonight.
Aww. Dang.
So,
GG!
with the scarecrow getting closer and closer and closer to you guys as we find out what the scarecrow would want from you. Excellent. Well, I think that was fun, don't you all?
Yeah, can we play another hour?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we cannot.
Dang.
I want to thank you guys for playing. As always, we have the Crimson Bandit, Locke, Monkey,
Hello.
and Rainamo.
Yeah, our bios are in the
Are in
About.
the chat down, or the about page.
which
down
I do
there.
need someone's help making those pictures look better, but they just talk
And
about
I
our
am-
race.
I am Swickety Swick, the Dungeon Master, and we thank you for watching this episode of Dungeons and Dum Dums. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Does everyone want to say bye if I press it?
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bleh.